All right, hi everyone, and good evening. My name is Ian Wolf, and I'm the Assistant Dean for Student Engagement here at Passaic County Community College.
Hello everybody, my name is Enrique Noguera. I'm the Assistant Dean of the Educational Opportunity Fund Program and oversee the Men of Color Success Initiative. So just to kind of get us started, to make sure we're all on the same page about this, in case you don't know, EOF stands for the Educational Opportunity Fund. Unofficially, we're known as the extension of family. And we're considered a comprehensive academic support program. That means we provide academic support for students who financially qualify for our services. Also, doing things like making sure we're connecting to our sister and brother organizations across the state of New Jersey. As a network, EOF's been around for about 50 years, 55 years, almost, a little over 55 years. And so what happens is as we prepare students and help source internship opportunities, we help them to transfer to those four-year schools. The Men of Color Success Initiative has been around since 2017, so it's a little younger. And really it's an opportunity for us to be able to create a safe space, foster an environment where students who qualify as male-identifying students of color feel safe, feel like they belong, and to create opportunities for them to engage with faculty and peers and ensure that they feel heard on campus.
So as Assistant Dean for Student Engagement, I really oversee the Center for Yeah, I'm sure that we'll have it fall a couple times today, but we're just going to roll with it. So, as I was saying, the Center for Student Engagement is a new center at PCCC. It started in July of 2023, and it really is a combination of the Department of Athletics, so we have all of our student athletes here today, and our Office of Student Activities, which is comprehensive, including our student government associations, our clubs and organizations, our community service efforts, and our civic engagement efforts. And we also are proud to run and have reopened 2 spaces where we do help run the Panthers Den Student Lounge as well as the fitness center down at Patterson campus.
I do want to say, with EOF and Moxie, we've organized numerous sort of successful events on campus, and this is the first time that we are actually partnering since I've been here for almost a decade, and sort of building this event into the inner workings to celebrate all student leaders, most of our student leaders on campus. And so we're really excited to be here today to partner in this way. And just to share a little bit more about EOF and Moxie and some of the highlights this past year. We've been able to organize numerous successful events and initiatives both on and off campus. Moxie received accolades from AmeriCorps Vista. I don't know if some of you may know of AmeriCorps. We've had AmeriCorps Vista members here for about 5 years on campus. They basically do a term of service with us, and all of the Vistas are actually alum of our college. We were also awarded a special grant from PSE&G to be able to help us build a bridge to continuing education and provide more of our students with an opportunity at no cost to get a certificate for the solar energy program. And really building bridges, not just for the academic side of the house, but to ensure that the brothers who are on the other side, right, in continuing education can take advantage of some of the same supports. Meanwhile, EOF has been celebrated and for fostering student advocacy. Annually we've been going to the state to talk about the importance of funding and ensuring that we're able to have our students' voices heard at the state level to ensure that EOF as a program, as the dream team behind the scenes, can continue to do the great work that we have been doing for some time. We've also leaned heavily into the transformative power of academic coaching for the first time. I want to shout out our Dr. G, Dr. Anderson, to be able to build that into the fabric of the work and the offerings we've been providing students. We've been doing mentoring work. And with the support of AmeriCorps, we recently partnered with Gear Up to develop a virtual mentoring space for middle and high school students, which has been very exciting. So with all those things said, I do want to just share with you, one of the other things the last thing I'd like to share at the moment is we're really, really excited about seeing our students start with us and then continue to bloom and blossom and participate in programs like the STEM program on campus, the Reconnect program, and Phi Theta Capital. You know, so it's a beautiful thing to be able to see students come into the program and continue to flourish. So those are some of the accomplishments we're very, very proud of.
On the other side, for the Center for Student Engagement, we're proud of a lot of major successes that have happened this year. And we really talk a lot about student engagement as this being one of the major retention agencies, making sure that all of our students, and in this room we have a lot of student leaders, are able to persist to completion here at PCCC. So I just want to highlight a couple of key things that the CSE was able to accomplish this year. I'm going to talk a lot about, and you're going to hear a lot from our Student Government Association. They go just like SGA, just take the acronym for the organization. This year they were able to successfully pass over 10 bills to take formal legislative action, which is the first time that they've done so in the SGA's history. So that's something that we actually see is really proud. Another major accomplishment for this year was reopening what was the game room for Patterson campus as the Panthers Den student lounge. It reopened post-pandemic, where during the pandemic it actually served, I believe, as a testing and vaccination site. But it reopened to our matriculating student population in September of 2023. And we've been partnering with our institutional research arm, the department that really is helpful in assessing and evaluating our programs to see what types of students are using the space, what are they using it, and building out from there, making some data-driven changes to how the space is open and what we're doing in that space. So that's another thing we're really proud of accomplishing. The third thing is this semester we have 11 active clubs with a variety of different missions, which is more than 8 clubs that we had active in spring 2023, so a year ago. So I just want to show that over the course of the year, there's been growth and that we're building back more and more students being engaged in this pandemic. The SGA also set a new voter turnout record just as recently as last week, with over 2.5 times as many students voted in this SGA election than ever before. We also hosted our first intramural tournaments for recreation of indoor soccer and basketball. We got a couple of participants here in the crowd. A couple of weeks ago, it was the first time we hosted such a group post-pandemic. So that's worthy of applause as well. And the last thing, I said this earlier, and I think it's the most important, that we're almost approaching 1 year at the Center for Student Engagement. So being able to build back not only the post-pandemic world, but coordinating our resources where athletics is able to help student government, clubs and organizations, and vice versa, clubs and organizations and student government. So, looking back at the year of what has been the Center for Student Engagement, we're proud of ourselves to see the future. Now I just want to go over some housekeeping items as we get started tonight. You'll see that we awkwardly started at 5 o'clock, and that's because we've got really what was 2 major events last year that we're trying to smush into 2 hours, 2 hours and maybe 10 to 15 minutes tonight. So we're going to be going quickly through awards tonight. We've got, I believe, 45 awards that we're giving out to a lot of us that are here in the crowd today. So for tonight, what we're going to do is we are going to be having dinner and dessert, and that is in the room immediately behind me, which is the multi-purpose room. So we've got Dominique and Mike Hughes So they're going to be going around once we get started and calling up certain teams to leave this room while we're presenting awards to go get food and to come back. So it might be clunky. It's the first time we've had such an event where there's 200 people here at the Washington campus, but we'll work through it. We're all in this together. So Mike and Dominique will be calling attendance here very shortly to get your entrees. Next, what I want to talk about is we do have a lot of awards. So in terms of award recipients, if you are going to come to, when you do get called up to come and get your award as well as presenters, please enter the stage right over here to my right and your left here, because after presenters present awards to award recipients, So if you walk off the stage, to my left and your right, go in front of the step and repeat, which is this background over here. And Luis, as our photographer, is going to take nice pictures of all of our award recipients and present your best presenting years. The last thing that I want to go over is we are live streaming this event. What had happened in years past was this event was down in Patterson in the theater, which allows for much more than 200 people. Because we only have 200 seats here today, we do want to make sure that family and friends are able to watch. Thank you, Kat. Are able to watch either now in real time or after the fact for all of our awards recipients. So, tables will be called soon for food. We're going to get started by hearing a little bit in terms of all the remarks from PCCC administration. I hope everyone sits back and enjoys tonight. Thank you. President Stephen Rose to offer some opening remarks.
Yeah. All right, good evening, everybody. Well, this is our fun time of the year. We get to do so many fun things this month. I guess sometimes I wish we spread that out around the year, but that's okay. We're taking it this time of year. So many great things are happening, and this is a special night. We're going to get out tonight and recognize people. We're recognizing people for getting involved. That's what we're recognizing. You know, when you come to college, you kind of have a choice. For some people, just getting through their classes, that's enough for the college. That's all they can handle, and that's okay. You know, they don't have the energy or the time. They got so much going on in their lives that all they can handle is getting through those courses, and that's good. And that is something we're going to celebrate at graduation also, that we're able to do that. But tonight is special. You're a group of folks who gave that little extra, did something else, got involved, whether it's SGA, athletics, UOF, any of the things, just got involved in college life in so many different ways. And you not only just got involved, but you know, with some distinction. And we're really proud of you. I've gotten to work with some of you on various things through the years. And I know how dedicated you are to making sure job, whether it's representing students or on the athletic field or whatever it is. So I want to congratulate all of you here. It's a big deal to get involved. I know, I'm not telling you anything you don't know, but you really learn from this experience as well. I've known a couple of you, early on when you got here, and I've seen how many how different you are today than you were a year or two ago. And that's what going to college is about. So I'm just so proud of you and so proud of what you've accomplished. So to everyone, congratulations.
Good evening and congratulations. I'm delighted to be here tonight to see this wonderful crowd and give some words of praise to you. I was thinking about, well, what would I say tonight? And I thought, you're a group of people, you've been going to school, right, getting your degree. How many of you are going to graduate in May, or in 2 weeks, okay? The rest of you are on your way, correct? Okay. So you have that, right, education. Many of you have families at home, yes? Okay. And yet, you're able to get involved in leadership activities. Do you know what that means to you? A multitasker, okay? Someone who knows how to organize their time, to be able to do all the things that you do. Do you know what an asset that is to you now and in your life? All right? You're going to be able to do many things, organize life, many things, and things that you want to do, and be able to be successful in all of them. Many people can't do that. You know that. Some people cannot do that, but you can do that. And that is a very big advantage to you as you enter the business world, have families. You will be able to do many things at the same time and be organized in the way you do it. So congratulations to you. You have already accomplished a major milestone because you're able to do that. So those of you who are graduating, I'll see you at graduation. The rest, I'll see you next year at graduation. Thank you.
Good evening and congratulations, everyone. There's a couple times of year that I really enjoy celebrating birthdays, weddings, and commencement activities. That's no lie. Because commencement activities, we're really able to celebrate your progress, your process, and your efforts. And really take the time to pause and say, look how far you have come. I started thinking about the reason why I am in higher education and I fell in love with higher education is because I was a student leader. And so you can do what you need to do, go to classes, and that could be it. But to step up and to be a student leader in any capacity on a college campus, you are impactful, you are influential. You are not just leading and taking on a role, but you are also bringing other students along with you. You are also modeling that if you can do it and you can press through your job and your classes and everything else, that they too can do it. And what I've seen, I've only been here, it's going to be a year in August, but what I've seen in this past year has been so much growth and development. So you have been in a growth phase. Everything hasn't been easy, but as leaders, you have been pushing forward. You have been encouraging others. I was so proud of the SGA elections. They set a goal and they surpassed it. Students were actively involved voting. The campaigning was awesome. We have leaders in athletics and so many other areas. And it's true what Dr. Kanini was saying about the soft transferable skills that you are able to build as a leader. This is building you for your next career. You're able to market. You're able to engage the community. You are able to show people that you can suppress barriers. So it's not always about the title you have, but it's really about the work that you do. So I'm so happy to be here, and I want you to really be proud of your efforts, because out of 4,000 students weren't leaders. But today we're celebrating 45 key leaders that have been impactful, and some of you that are going to be here next year continue to make that impact. So I just want to say congratulations. I want to say that I celebrate you, and this is just a good time to have some fun and just to say thank you. Thank you for the work that you've done. Thank you for the impact you've made and the impact you will continue to make wherever else you go.
Hello, everyone. Okay, I want to welcome everyone to the Student Leadership Awards ceremony. My name is Ajane, and I am an SGA Senator and Awards Evaluation Committee Chair. I want to thank you all for being here tonight. We are here to celebrate you. Thanks to faculty, staff, administrators, and of course, all PCC students. This year has been full of good times, great times, and challenging times. And as people, we are here today because we've risen above all challenges. I would like for you guys to give yourself a big round of applause. Because you are an example of persistence and leadership excellence. We hope that you enjoy this night. Be prepared to celebrate you because you deserve this and more. Thank you.
Good evening, everyone. My name is Chloe Neal, and I'm a senator of the SGA here at PCCC. With great honor and privilege, I stand before you today to present the Outstanding Service to Students Award. This prestigious award is bestowed annually upon a member of our PCCC community who has demonstrated exceptional dedication, support, and motivation in inspiring and uplifting our students. The recipient of this award is someone who consistently goes above and beyond in their role, embodying selfless dedication and unwavering commitment to the success and well-being of our students. The individual we are celebrating today has been described as exceptionally supportive, motivated, and always willing to go the extra mile for her students. With great pleasure, I announce the recipients of the Outstanding Service to Students Award, no other than the SSS ESL Success Coach and co-advisor of the SSS Club, Farhad Khan. While Farhad Khan may not be present with us today to receive this well-deserved award, rest assured, we will ensure that she receives this as a token of our admiration and respect for her exemplary service to our students. Thank you.
Good evening, everybody. Tonight I will be announcing the Club Advisor, the Advisor of the Year Award. This year, we're giving the Advisor of the Year Award for somebody who is part of a club organization that demonstrates the characteristics of an advisor. This person has to demonstrate leadership, teaching ability, knowledge of the campus policies, and knowing when to step back. For this year, the award goes to a person who has been described as very helpful, as an outstanding leader, somebody who is trustworthy, who is very respectful, and who always makes their best effort to attend all the club's meetings and events. This award goes to Dr. Lina Delgado de Torres from the Black History Club.
All right, great people. So I have the great honor of being able to recognize the EOF Alumni Recognition Awardee. This is a big one for me because, one of the things that's been mentioned over and over again thus far throughout this event is the opportunity that we have to sort of like turn this spark that we see in students, that spark of like potential for leadership on campus, into this raging conflagration that usually the four-year schools end up benefiting from, right? As they transfer, as you transfer. And so I reflect on this often, and I think it's one of those inherent challenges of being a student at a two-year college, is just as you kind of get going and we're building the fundamentals in place, you take it with you and you go, right? That's naturally how it's supposed to happen. And what's happened recently with EOF and with Moxie, and with our alumni awardee, who I will call up, Brother Isaac Belgrave, is, you, come up here, Isaac. The greatest thing about this is that with Isaac, I've had an opportunity to also send him away, see him as a graduating student from Passaic High School, to come into our EOF program, and then from our program, transfer over to NJIT's program and excel there. Isaac is going to be graduating in a few days, actually, from NJIT with a mechanical engineering degree. But the other thing that's super powerful about that is not just his achievement and the credentialing, but also the impact that he's been able to have from his work with us in EOF, with his work with Phi Theta Kappa, with the STEM program on campus, and now as an AmeriCorps Vista member, I have had the privilege of coming into the office and seeing this guy every day. So without further ado, I just wanted to say thank you very much. If we could give one more round of applause to the Golden Coach.
Hello. So, the award I am presenting today is the Work Study Award. This award is given annually to one student working in a work study program who exhibits outstanding workmanship in their area of employment. This person receiving the award has done a great job of organizing the bulletin board and keeping it up to date. She helps during events as needed. She is great at organizing, and she is respectful and ready to work. The winner is Maitri Reyna.
Good evening. My name is Daria Awad. I'd like to present this award to Brian Wilson. Has truly progressed as a student. He managed to push himself to his fullest potential by coming to the art quickly for tutoring, and he started doing well on his assignments and testing. He truly has shown how well he has done in this semester, and that with time and patience, we can truly be receiver. Congrats, done.
Hello, everyone. My name is Tiffany Guerrero, SGA Vice President. I'll be presenting the Club Executive Board Member of the Year. This award is annually given to a student leader who served as an executive board member of a club or organization. This student leader demonstrated commitment to their club, their academics, and PCC community as a whole. It has been wonderful working with this person for events, meetings, being involved around campus, always bringing in new ideas for events, helping SGA, and the community in many ways possible. Even with planning for Black History Month, it's one of the most difficult things to do, but she made it look easy. And the winner is Ayana English James.
Hello, everyone. Hello, everyone. Say hello. How are you doing tonight? In case you didn't know who I am, I'm your athletic director, Wayne Martin. And tonight, to start off the presentation of the awards, some very gifted athletes won the all-conference and all GSAC awards. To start that off with, we'll go ladies first. I'd like to call Ms. Mandy Starr Cameron for the all GSAC and all Region First Team Award. So please come up and receive your award. Going to Ms. Cameron, give that. The next award recipient is Mr. Debonair Vargas from men's basketball.
Thank you.
Ladies and gentlemen, this is Ms. Starr. team all region and all GA16 awards go to men's volleyball individual by the name of Mr. Dalquaz Simmons. Good. D. And last but not least, for men's volleyball, for the student athlete all region, all GSAC award, Mr. Jeffrey Jackson. Thank you.
Hello everyone, it's me again. Hello guys, my name is Elizabeth Maples and I'm one of your SGA senators. And we will be presenting the Outstanding Student Organization of the Year Award. This award is given annually to a student club or organization whose members exhibited a commitment to their group, academics, and PCC communities as a whole. This club or organization exceeded the Student Government Association requirements. Before we give out the award, this year we started with a few clubs and ended with 11 strong clubs and organizations. I want to take a moment to recognize all the hard work from clubs. As I call your name, please stand up so we could give you a hand of applause at the end. Radiography Club, the Bridge to Bachelorette Club, Business Leadership Club, Black History Culture Club, Student Support Services Club, Future Teachers Club, Nursing Student Organization Club, Plastic Activities Club, Digital Media and Culture Club, Lions Club, and Pride Club. So, thank you for all your hard work. Now let's get back to the award. This club had over 30 meetings and events combined, including having the most successful events for Black History Month, being the first ever club to be initiated in 3 years, collaborating with other clubs and SGA and giving out to the community in various ways. The winner is the Black History and Culture Club. So any advisor or member, you guys can come up and get the award. Anyone? Here we go.
I'm coming. I want to break a little. Hey, awesome.
This is one of my favorite parts of the award ceremony. It's the Scholar Athlete Award. What's important to me regarding these student athletes is what they execute not only on the playing field, but especially in the classroom, maintaining above a 3-point average. So, can you hear me? Now you can? All right. Scholar Athlete. We'll go with the first Scholar Athlete Award. And the award goes to women's volleyball to Miss Anais Peralta. Anais. You hear her? Okay. And Ms. Linda Henson, you come up. Second Scholar Athlete Award. For men's basketball, Mr. Malcolm, would you come up? The recipient of this award is Mr. Travis
So tired.
Thank you right now. Next award.
So I just want to introduce myself quickly. I am Gayatri. I am the Associate Director for the EF program. So thank you all for being here. I am going to introduce our EUF Distinguished Scholars Award. So I'd like to introduce the EUF Distinguished Scholar Award, which is a prestigious accolade awarded to exceptional students who have achieved the pinnacle of academic excellence, a perfect 4.0 GPA. This award recognizes their outstanding intellectual achievement and their unwavering dedication to their studies. The recipients of this distinguished award have shown remarkable diligence and discipline, embodying the true spirit of scholarly excellence. They serve as both inspiration to their peers and a testament to what can be achieved through hard work and dedication. As we celebrate these scholars, we acknowledge their significant contributions to our academic community and look forward to the bright futures that await them. Their success sets a high standard and inspires us all to realize our full potential through passion and perseverance. As I call your name and you're here, please come up to the podium so you can collect your award. Miriam Benitez Gomez. Saeed Cortez. Siobhan Williams. Sophia Guzman Alcentra. And Tanya Aquino Ortega. So I apologize, Yanali has one more, William Montanez. We're trying to keep up with as you're coming in, so better late than never, right?
Testing. Can you hear me now? Yes. Me too. Part 2 for the Scholar Athlete Award. Coach Concepcion can come up for women's basketball. The award recipient for the Scholar Athlete Award will be Ms. Elvis Sanchez. Men's volleyball, Coach Linda Hicks, can you come up? I understand Jason may not be here, so I'd like for you to accept the award. Jason,
All right, so we're at the point in the program for what is called an intermission. So if anyone hasn't gotten food yet, now would be the time. We have a video that Kat Cologne, Kat, raise your hand in front of everyone. So Kat Cologne, Kat works in the Center for Student Engagement as our marketing coordinator. She's an AFA graduate of PCCC and a current student at Montclair State University. She's been helpful with everything you've seen from a marketing perspective here today. So you're going to see a video that she made that really promotes not only EOF, but the SGA and the athletics program. It's going to repeat a couple times, and then we're going to get restarted in around 5 to 7 minutes. So we're going to have a video running now. If you haven't gotten food, now would be the time. We'll come back with awards very shortly. Thanks, Scott.
Okay, so here we go, everyone. I'd like to announce our EOF Outstanding Academic Award, which is presented to students who have achieved a remarkable GPA between 3.5 and 3.99. Let's give a round of applause, and the names are on this. I'm not going to read all the names, just because they might throw me out of here, or maybe mute the speaker. So let's give a round of applause for all the students. Okay, so next I'd like to highlight the Academic Achievement Award, this recognition is for students who have shown commendable dedication by earning a GPA between 3.0 and 3.49. So let's give a round of applause to those students for their persistence and work. And finally, I'd like to acknowledge our state awardees. These awardees received acknowledgement and recognition for their exceptional academic and leadership achievements. They were honored at a ceremony at Rutgers University in New Brunswick earlier in April. And let's take a moment to really acknowledge their achievement and congratulate them on their outstanding acknowledgement.
So our next award presenter is taking pics in the back, but I'd like to call Coach Linda Hicks to the front to present our women's
Good evening, everyone. My name is Coach Hicks. Congratulations to all the athletes, family, and everybody here. I want to announce the Coaches Award for women's volleyball goes to Miss Anahi. Where are you at, Anna?
I just want everybody to know that it's good that my coaches want to be inspiring the athletic directors to took over my job. So thank you, coaches, for presenting it to us. So the second coaches award goes to Mr. Christopher Yepes, Mr. Gilbert, Malcolm Gilbert, if he's not to, get this award on his behalf, please, if he's not here.
He's here. He's here.
Coach Hicks, if we need you. For the men's volleyball, Coach Award goes to Mr. Miguel Kofi. Miguel, come on. Ms. Basketball, Ms. Concepcion, can you provide the award to Ms. Emerald Griffin? Good evening, everyone. So we are, back up. All right. So we are here to present the EOF Counselor Recognition Award. As members of the EOF counseling team, we have the privilege on a daily basis to have a lot of great interaction with a lot of amazing students in the EOF program. And so this recognition award really is to just honor a student who really has kind of gone above and beyond and utilizing the services not only that we as counselors provide, but also as EOF as a program provides. This one is particularly special. I started a couple of years ago, and she was in the inaugural, my first class, and so it's been a privilege to see her grow and come into my office and have conversations with the both of us, and we really recognize her talent and ability and her potential. So this recognition award goes to Abigail Tates. She's not here, but we will accept this award on her behalf. I've always wanted to say that, and now I got a chance. This stage of the program, folks, just want to recognize student quality, student support, athletic staff that have just been the glue to not only my athletic department, but for the Center for Student Engagement. And felt it was just high time that we honor them and acknowledge them. So the special recognition award goes first and foremost to Ms. Deidre Mackin, Special Recognition Award. And the second leg of my athletic department with all the support, hopefully you can hear me. Mike, I want to make sure that you hear me. So really appreciate you, Mr. Michael. Again, please come up and go.
All right, can you hear me in the back? Coach Hicks, can you hear me in the back? We're good. All right, so for our next award, the Center for Student Engagement is awarding the Student Engagement Supporter Award. And this is a new award, and it's awarded to a PCCC community member who makes significant contributions going above and beyond to advance general student engagement. This award is given annually, and it's selected and awarded by the Assistant Dean for Student Engagement. This year's recipient has brought technical expertise for budget management, and fiscal stewardship to the table to help ease the transition between the two former areas of the Office of Student Activities and the Department of Athletics in becoming the Center for Student Engagement. She's also very accessible and always student-centered. So without further ado, please join me in honoring PCCC's Director of Budget, Michelle Baltico.
Hello, everyone. Good evening. My name is Stephanie Buchanan, and I am the speaker for the SGA. Tonight, we gathered to honor the remarkable dedication of individuals who selflessly contribute their time and effort to serve our PCC community. These volunteers have generously donated countless hours to support fellow students during the crucial first week of classes, offering guidance, sharing campus resources, and even escorting students to various locations when needed. It is with great pride that we present Welcome Ambassador Award. It is reserved for these students who have demonstrated exceptional commitment by completing the highest number of service hours throughout both fall 2023 and spring 2024 within the How May I Help You Welcome Ambassador program. As I call out your name, please join us on stage so we can recognize you for your outstanding award contribution. The first person is spring 2024, and her name is Evelina Nunes. She dedicated 9 hours of her time to helping the students. The next one is for fall 2023, Sebastian Romero.
Good evening, everyone. I'm Professor Mitnick from the English Department and also SGA Advisor. Pleased to see you tonight. I am presenting the SGA Community Service Award. It's given annually to the student club or organization registered under the SGA that has exhibited leadership in philanthropic projects that benefited the PCC community. So congratulations, and the award goes to the Business Leadership Club.
Hello everyone. Congratulations to all the awardees. My name is Yaneli Maldonado, UN counselor. This student is involved, this student I'm going to recognize, is involved in everything on campus. She serves with inspiration and infectious optimism and leads the way for other students. Please help me celebrate with Francesca Rodriguez.
Good evening, everyone. My name is Shayla Verastegui, and I am currently one of the SGA senators as well as the Student Programming Committee Chair. Tonight, I will be presenting the award to the Emerging Leader of the Year. This award is given annually to one student in their first year of membership who were not a member of an executive board. This student has exhibited exceptional leadership potential, noted by her remarkable work as a Phi Theta Kappa member, perseverance as a women in STEM advocate, and her everlasting enthusiasm and dedication as a key SBC member this year. I am delighted to announce Venus John as the Emerging Leader of the Year. Unfortunately, I'm here tonight, but we will make sure to extend her award. Thank you.
Hello again. I will be presenting the Emerging Club of the Year Award. This award is given annually to those who have shown dedication and initiative. Throughout this year, they have held a combination of over 20 meetings, fundraisers, events, including a collaboration with recently reactivated Pride Club and Black History and Culture Club. Their efforts in fundraising have shown raising about $700 since its activation last semester. They have a significant impact on campus and will even go further semesters to come. The award goes to Tristan D. Robinson, the president of Digital Media and Culture.
All right. I realized I didn't introduce myself the first time around, but I'm Chris Robinson, senior counselor for the EOF program here at PCCC. So I'm here to present the Emerging Leader Award, and it's interesting because I don't know why there's an emerging in front of it, because this recipient, she is already a leader very much on campus, as demonstrated by the engagement that she's had not only with us as a tutor, but also as an EOF mentor. She's really gone above and beyond and flourished in her role, and she's helped a lot of students. One of the benefits of being located in an academic hall and having my office door open sometimes is being able to see her talking and interacting with the different students and her mentees and really giving them solid advice. So I'm very proud to bestow upon this honor to Tatiana Rivera. Tatiana is not here right now, but I hope he doesn't mind me asking. I'm going to ask her brother to come up and give the award for her. So, Rebecca, please. We'll take the picture and send it to her. Okay.
Hello, everyone. So my last award I'm presenting today is the Servant Leader Award. This award is given annually to a club or student leader who exhibits exceptional servant leader skills. This person receiving the award has shown great teamwork skills, is very helpful, a hardworking individual, delivers his promises, has done a lot for his club, is charismatic. The winner is Anthony Labati.
And we're at the stage of the program where we're going to honor the most valuable players, the MVPs. First MVP, Coach Hicks for women's volleyball. Could you come up? And the recipient will be Ms. Jasmine Pierce. Jasmine, come forward. Coach Malcolm Gilbert, please come forward. We'd like to honor the men's basketball most valuable player, Mr. Devin Harvey.
I felt like I was just up here. So next, presenting the award for our leadership award. This recipient is I've got the chance in my 2 years being here, seeing a remarkable growth in her and her contributions both inside of PCC and outside of PCC. She was very heavily involved with ASMJ contributions. I would always see her working our bake sales, helping to raise funds for us. She's also an incredibly talented videographer, and so she would make videos, and a lot of the videos you see in our social media that she's done. And she has her own, but she just recently started her own business. So if that doesn't say leadership award, I don't know what does. So this award goes to Janaea Henderson-Bell. Janaea is not here, but we were celebrating her in spirit.
Most Valuable Award, Part 2. Christina, Coach Hicks, reception, please come up. The women's basketball Most Valuable Player, Ms. Nandy Starr Cameron, please come up and receive the award. Last but not least, for men's volleyball coaches, could you come up? And the award recipient for the most valuable player is Mr. D. Simmons Dapuya. Come forward.
Hello again. I am not coming back after this. So don't look for me. This award is given annually to a member of the SGA Legislative Board for their exceptional leadership and commitment to the SGA. I have worked with her for a year. She's hardworking and very punctual. You can always count on her to show up if she says she will show up. She's a nursing student, and the nursing major is a very, very hard one, but yet still she finds the time to dedicate her generous time to the SGA. It's with pride and exceptionally honor that I stand before you today to present the SGA Legislative Board Member of the Year. This accolade is bestowed upon an individual who exemplified the core values of dedication, leadership, and unwavering commitment to the betterment of our SGA and its constituents. This year, it gives me immense pleasure to announce the recipient of the prestigious award, Sheila Baristini, SGA Senator and
I'm very happy to present this award for a very deserving student. The ELEV Graduate Perseverance Award goes to a student who has demonstrated determination and dedication to succeed in the face of adversity. Please help me applaud for Jason Simmons.
It's Simpson, by the way.
Good evening, everyone. My name is Suda Aigen, and it has been an incredible privilege to serve as the SGA president over the past year. It is my pleasure to introduce this year's SGA Executive Board Member of the Year. This award is given annually to a member of the SGA Executive Board for their exceptional leadership and commitment to the SGA. The winner of this award is my right-hand man, well, more like left-hand woman. I'm a lefty and she's a woman. Her dedication to the SGA is unwavering, and she always steps up to do her part, my part, and everyone's part when needed. She has consistently gone above and beyond the call of duty. The SGA Executive Board Member of the Year is SGA Vice President, CAP Chair, and incoming SGA President, Tiffany Guerrero.
So this is a really special moment for me. As the Associate Director, I get to present the Associate Director's Award. So it is my great pleasure to present the Associate Director's Award. This special recognition is given to a student who truly embodies the spirit of engagement and initiative. This is someone who not only shows up, but steps up, taking the lead and making significant contributions to our EOF community. This year's recipient has consistently demonstrated a commitment to excellence, and not just in academic pursuits, but in all aspects of campus life, by bringing fresh ideas to the table and tirelessly working to see them through. She has set a stellar example for her peers. Let us all congratulate. Can I get a drum roll? Thank you. For Nayeli Atta. For her dedication and for embodying the true spirit of leadership and initiative. Your hard work does not go unnoticed. And today, it is celebrated. Thank you for inspiring all of us to be better and do more to serve our students.
Bye. Hello, everyone. Okay. Anyways, so today I have been given the honor to present the Special Recognition Award. So this award is given to an organization or department for their accomplishments or collaboration with SGA. Yay! So the first award is being given to a club because they won the first place in the 2024 Systematic Food Insecurity Challenge. I know, right? Such a clever name. Held at Rutgers University in February, okay? So congratulations to the winner, the B2B Club. Okay. So the last award is being given to a department for their wonderful and successful collaboration with SGA for the Women's History Month Pi Day event. Congratulations to the STEM department! Woo!
All right, so for our next award, I want everyone to think back, where were you 20 years ago? I'll tell you, I had a lot more hair 20 years ago. I was also a little kid. But I say 20 years ago because we've got a career 1,000-point game ball presentation. 20 years ago was the last time that this award was presented to anyone at PCCC. So let's give a round of applause just to get that started. I'm going to invite our athletic director, Wayne Martin, and a couple of our basketball coaching staff to come up. And they're going to present the award, so I'm going to yield my time and invite up A.D. Martin at this point in time.
Coach Braxton, please come forward. Coach Braxton is our assistant women's basketball coach, as well as does a stellar job in our community outreach with our youth, with this AAU program, and these are going to be our potential students come to PCC, so we're very grateful to have them. This comes to no surprise because this young man, he shattered a lot of records and he really made his mark here at PCC for the last 2 years. We'll miss him. He's going on to a 4-year college to further his education. He's used basketball as a vehicle to further his education. So without further ado, 1,000 points plus over the 2 years here at PCC. Let's all give a round of applause and show you.
So we're getting to the point in our run of show where we're wrapping up with the last awards for athletics, for student government, and for EOF. So this is the last one for athletics. And it's not an award that has been given out before either, like the game ball. It's been 20 years. This award, I don't believe, has been given out ever. And we wanted to give out something that really recognizes our graduating student athletes. So new this year, I'm going to put it on. I'm not graduating, but I just want to show this off for demonstration. We've got graduate stoles for all of our student athletes, so all of our scholar student athletes. So, as we all know, finals ended literally yesterday. We've got some faculty in the room here, and I think you have 48 hours from the day the finals. 48 hours from the day finals ends to get your grades in. I'm not a faculty, so I can't comment on that, but that's just what I've heard. So, with that being said, we don't have final grades for spring classes. So any student athlete who was close to graduating this spring, we will reach out to you, Wayne and myself, to come and pick up your stole in the next couple weeks before commencement, on Thursday, the 23rd of May in the gym. Okay. But with that being said, we do have one graduating scholar athlete who graduated in the fall semester. He didn't participate this year or the year before that, but he was a member of our men's basketball team, I believe in 2018 and 2019. I know a lot of us in this room know him, but I do want to bring him up on stage because he was a fall graduate and has already graduated with his degree, but will be participating in commencement this spring. So without further ado, I would like to bring to the stage E.J. Jefferson. I guess he's outside, but he has graduated, so Wayne and myself will be giving him a stole. Not this one, but one that's still in its wrapper, so that he can use in a couple weeks for commencement. Thank you, everyone. All right, it's truly me again. So, our last award I'm co-presenting with Rafaela Ramirez. She's not going to speak, but she's going to be up here and provide moral support for me. So for this award, it's on the program listed as the CSC Special Recognition Award. And I'd like to present it this year to honor our outgoing Student Government Association President, Saray Eigen. So Saray, can you please join us on the stage? So I'm going to make her probably extremely nervous and I don't know here, but I'm going to just say a couple things about Saray while she's on stage. This past academic year was a critical year for our student government. They really were struggling with active membership, They had poor engagement, old governing documents, and needed to improve a lot of their internal structure. Saray was the only returning SGA member from the 2022-2023 school year, where last year she served as our treasurer. As an SGA advisor, we entered this year cautiously optimistic with Saray running the show. She exceeded our expectations and more. She met the moment and raised the level of everyone around her. She has an amazing ability to develop consensus and work towards a common goal. She handled conflict management within the SGA with both tact and grace. She chaired the election review committee, raising the exposure of the SGA, resulting in over 12% of the student body voting and nearly filling all positions for the 2024-2025 school year. She guided the SGA to updating its governing documents for the first time since 2020, which will take effect this July of 2024. She was critical in reestablishing a student presence at Academic Council, the college's shared and participatory governance body. She also boosted the relationship between SGA and PTK. Saray was able, and lastly, she was able to deal with us as advisors last year. For those of us who don't know, Saray came to PCCC as a non-matriculating student after previously earning her bachelor's degree in history from Fairleigh Dickinson University. She's off to medical school this fall. Saray leaves. In closing, Saray leaves PCCC and the SGA in a much better place than when she found it. We are grateful that our paths crossed with Saray. Please join me in congratulating Saray one last time. Those are happy tears.
So usually I'd be presenting the UF Directors Award. This is the first time ever I'm presenting the UF Assistant Dean's Award for a very, very deserving student. And she's already made her mark on the institution in many, many different ways. She's been acknowledged several times this evening. She's not here with us, but I'm choosing to read my remarks about her anyway because I feel like it's important for us to be able to acknowledge her even in her absence. So the first time I met Ayanna English James was through her beautiful flyers displayed on campus, advertising events hosted by a new organization called the Black History and Culture Club. Not only were the flyers gorgeous, but they featured some really conscious content about the Black experience in America. Content ranging from the history of John Horse to Basquiat and the history of hip-hop. Months ago, Dr. Delgado Torres and Ayanna, the president of BHCC, met with me to gauge whether or not I would be fit to co-advise the club. And rightfully so, because Black history and culture has been twisted. It has been pulled and watered down and erased from U.S. textbooks and the U.S. narrative in many respects. We're living in a time where diversity, equity, and inclusion initiatives are being discredited and deemed unnecessary. Having studied Africana Studies in college and being the son of Black parents who encouraged me to read about Black history and culture as a child, I fortunately passed their test. You see, every few years we get brilliant students like Ayanna who push us as an institution to live our mission and shed light on the beauty and rich history of a marginalized community. Few others in the last decade that I've been here have been so productive and coachable and reliable. It is my honor and privilege to give the EOF Assistant Dean's Award to Ayanna English James.
Sorry, I'm a bit of a mess after that one. Okay. The Student Leader of the Year Award is given annually to one student who demonstrated outstanding academic achievement, citizenship, responsibility, and dedication to being a member of the PCCC community. This award is given to a student who serves as a role model and whose hard work inspires their peers. Alongside serving as the SGA president, I also serve as the Election Review Committee chair. The winner of this award also served on the Election Review Committee with me and dedicated their time and effort in our recent SGA elections. Together, we also presented monthly at Academic Council in front of PCC's entire faculty and staff. From our initial meeting, it was evident that this individual's dedication to PCC ran deep. His tireless work ethic, dedication, and involvement serves as a shining example to us all. He frequently attends athletic events, club events, or any on-campus event, really. And he participates in our clubs and organizations. His impact on our community is immeasurable and he inspires me to be a better leader. The Student Leader of the Year award goes to PTK President Bilal Jabril.
All right, so at this time, we've concluded giving out all of our awards. I have some final announcements, but what I will also say is I really didn't know how long this event was going to run. As I said from the beginning, we were taking 2 award ceremonies that were around 2 hours each and trying to fit them in its own 2-hour event. I think we did a pretty good job starting a couple minutes late. We're coming up on 1:45, which is really good. So really happy about that. But in closing, I just want to thank everyone for attending the first of this kind Student Leadership Awards. A few housekeeping items before we close. Anyone who did take the buses from Patterson, they're going to be returning back to Patterson, obviously, and the buses are set to leave at 7:30. So we've got around 45 minutes, so there is, I believe, some food left in the multi-purpose room. Please take the food. It does no good being left here. If there's food left and you're still hungry, or you think you could have it later today, or for a family member or someone else, please take food so we don't have food going to waste. Out in the student lounge, right outside of these doors where everyone checked in, there are 2 step repeats, same as this one over here. There's one for EOF and one for the Center for Student Engagement. Our photographer, Lewis, is going to be going out there and taking some photos. So if as a group you weren't able to get photos here during the event, you can certainly go outside and take a nice photo as a group that you might not have had the opportunity to do so. Just in moving to close, there are a lot of people that played important and instrumental roles in making this event happen. I want to thank all of the staff from the Center for Student Engagement, our student government, and the EOF department / Moxie. Thank you. And I would like to especially thank by name Mike Rossi, who is affectionately known as Chef Mike, for pulling this off. Lisa Jones, who is the director of our Wanacue Academic Center, and last but not least, President Rose for funding a portion of this event. Thank you to those. So last thing, congratulations to all winners. Get home safe. Go Knicks. They start at 8 o'clock. We should be able to get there. And have a great night, everyone.